You know what I love to do when I go to like a coffee shop or a cafe? I like to get anything with cheese on, right? You know, who is it who does Pret? They do these like fold over things with cheese and bacon. Oh, and I like to try anything new. I love a seasonal menu. Christmas, Halloween, Easter, whatever it is. So you might have seen this online already because this saga was, well, before the clips were taken down, at maybe 80 million plus views, probably more in total. And it all started with this review that now renamed, deleted profile. Glamorama posted about her experience with Gel A Patisserie. Let's have a look. The caption says for this video, please help me find a better pastry shop. The pistachio cruffin, which is a muffin and a croissant, and the pistachio chocolate croissant both had super fake pistachio flavor, like the one from Baskin Robbins. That is an immediate no for me. Although they tried to trick me with having some real pistachios in it, it was very obvious. I froze the pumpkin croissant and ate it the next day. Oh, great, that'd be nice and fresh. And it was still super crispy and delicious.
People, I do not mind spending $10 on a pastry if they are really good, but you cannot use fake ass ingredients. That pistachio color is about as natural as my boobs, ass, and waistline. The coffee was super sour and acidic, but I prefer a creamy chocolatey espresso. $5 for a canali. I didn't even pay that in Santro fucking pay, but that's the price next to the Phoenix airport? Okay. I was also super disappointed in the quiche. I prefer a quiche with a thick, rich, buttery crust. This had a paper-thin crust. If I wanted to ingest this much eggs, I would have eaten an omelet. I absolutely loved the pumpkin pie croissant, but everything was a little on the sweet and rich side, which some people love. Personally, I like my sweets a little less sweet, so I'd rather get treated like shit and go to Paris baguette. Now, with all of that being said, I think if you stay away from the expensive ingredients like these nuts, you can definitely enjoy.
Here's what I think about the review. Now, I don't know this person. I'm assuming she is a chef, because otherwise, why would you make assumptions about ingredients, fake things like that? I do find it weird when people review things to their own personal, not taste, their own personal preferences. I was disappointed in the quiche because I like a thick crust. You should say the quiche was, insert whether you liked the taste of it or not. It had an extremely thin crust. I do prefer a thick crust because of XY reason. That's how you review something. Me being like, I hate this face mist because it's blue and I don't like the color blue. That's not a review, that's a personal preference. I like this face mist because it's hydrating, it's great under makeup, it's great on top of makeup. However, I do wish it was a different color just because it fits with my wardrobe better, it fits on my vanity better if it was clear or if it was purple. But that doesn't affect the actual product. You know what I mean? Like, there's good reviews, then it's just saying things. So she doesn't really sound like she knows what she's talking about, but I'm assuming she is herself a pastry chef because of the opinions she had, right? Ingredients, flavors, all this kind of stuff. Also, how are you going to complain about eggs in a quiche? Do you know what quiche is? Maybe she's not a chef. And it's like the caption, they're trying to trick me with fake pistachio. The only thing fake about it will be its color. I like her former content where it's quite quick and funny if you find that kind of thing funny. I don't find that humor funny, not because it's like offensive, I'm just very dry. But I can see why that would be quite catching to maybe younger people who have a low attention span. You know what I mean? And that's not being shady. Older people tend to have more attention span than younger people at the moment. Let's blame TikTok. But if she's not, in my head, I figured it out. She's not a professional chef because she said that about eggs and quiche. So why do you have opinions that you're stating as fact about ingredients if you don't know it for a fact yet? Here's a key to a good review. You review it for everyone, not just yourself. You can put your personal opinions in there, but you need to be able to see for a good review who it would work for, who it doesn't work for, who it's good for, who it isn't good for, who would benefit from this, who wouldn't benefit from this. When would be a good time to benefit from it? When would be a good time not to benefit? You know what I mean? I didn't learn anything from that review apart from that this creator had been to France and she thinks that everything this pastry shop does is fake. So after this review was posted, the shop owner decided to make a reply.
So we recently had an influencer reach out to us and asked to do a collaboration.
Oh, let me read lean in. Hello, many friends have highly recommended your pastries. They look amazing. I saw the pumpkin one on TikTok. I was hoping to come and do a real Saturday or Sunday. Would you be interested in a collab? Thank you.
And we respectfully declined because it was not in our budget right now. Then she essentially tried to blackmail us by saying,
when it's a collab, I will still do the honest review and the highlight focus on what I enjoyed and be a softer, quicker on my words with what I may not like as much. If the experience is terrible, I won't post anything for the kindness of hospitality. The meal will need to be comped, including the gratuity. So you're altering your review because it would be a collaboration. Oh, great.
And if we offered the food for free, she would then write a good review about us. I told her we'd think about it, but she still came in the next day. And although we hadn't agreed to collab with her, we recognized her when she came in, and we still were very accommodating and offered her extra drinks. So we totally respect a bad review. But what we don't like is lying and bullying. The first thing she said was that our pistachio was so faked. Fun fact, we have right here our pistachio paste that is 100% pistachios from Italy. All of our flours that we use in our product, the farine de blé, épeautre, gruyère rouge, all comes on a pallet from Europe. And also, this is our panettone flour, straight from Italy. It's written entirely in Italian. Not bad for close to the airport bakery. Beyond the fact that we spend 10 times the amount of money to buy the ingredients, the most valuable part of our product is the time we spend to make them. From our sourdough starter to our dough, every single thing is handmade from scratch.
To make this, we spent 6 months to learn how to feed it, know how to work with it.
And it only likes the flour from Italy. And this isn't just about me. This specific influencer has gone to many different local restaurants and
No. That comment says restaurants hate to see her coming.
bullied them. The problem is if the next generation is influenced by her to believe it's okay to bully and disrespect the food industry. We like working with influencers, but acting like the working class is beneath you and promoting this
This screenshot says someone who makes more money sleeping than you ever will.
kind of message on social media
What?
and bribing us for free stuff is not really something we support. My biggest pride in what I've built here isn't just how I source my ingredients, but it's having found the people to be in my team that wake up every day and that care about what we do, our processes, and that work
for you.
really, really hard to do this. And most of all, thank you to our customers, sincerely, because it's thanks to you that since day one, I get to live my dream of having a bakery. And thanks to your support, I've been able to continue to be as true to my art.
So this creator basically told the shop that if they gave her the food for free, she would leave them a good review. Although she doesn't outright say it, what happens if they don't give her anything for free? I just don't understand the minds of these people. I don't know what was her following at. 1 second, let's see if we have that. It's only 16, you only have 16,000 followers, which is a good number on any other platform except from TikTok, because anyone has that. People need to get off their high horses and realize where they're at in their social media career and what kind of demands they can make. Because this is crazy. This is wild. How are you going to be like, this brand didn't give me anything for free, so now I'm going to go and shit all over their food? But now it would just make me question everything she says as well, seeing all this. The owner of this pastry shop clearly knows her stuff. They know exactly what ingredients they need. It's all clearly high quality and definitely not fake. And this is a really great response. It's classy. It's not catty in any way. It's not douchey. I think it's really, really good response. And actually, it makes me want to go there and eat something, because you have, I mean, I'm closer to Italy and France now, but all your ingredients from there are from these countries, so it's going to be really authentic. Well, her response went hugely viral with around 60 million views and thousands of comments and likes. And this is what Glamorama had to say for herself in response.
God damn, someone finally stood up to me. You know, I gotta say, fucking kudos, for real. I respect that. I do. What I don't respect are the lies. So, here are the receipts. You want
Hello, many of my friends, yeah, we read that already. Hi, thanks for thinking of us. Unfortunately, right now we have no budget at all to spare, so we wouldn't be able to do a paid partnership with you. Hope you understand. Thank you. That's what the owner said.
the truth, you can't.
Hi, thank you for your response. I'm not sure if you're familiar with my page, but I do honest reviews. Oh my gosh, so unique. I do not charge for my content. When it's a collab, yeah, but it's free food as well. You know it costs money to make the food, right? When it's a collab, I will still do the honest review and highlight focus on what I enjoy and be softer, quicker on my words with what I may not like as much. So you manipulate the review, fine. If the experience is terrible, I won't post anything for the kindness of the hospitality. The meal will need to be completely included. Yeah, this is what she showed us. What are you trying to
And handle the truth. I never.
Okay, thank you for clarifying. I will let the team know and we'll get back to you. Sounds great. Hello, I never heard back from you the next day. We went this morning. The staff was very kind. The pastries are beautiful, but it was definitely more miss than hit from what we ordered. Thanks for coming by and the feedback. Okay, no one asked you for your feedback though, but
Never said that I would leave a good review for a free meal. I have never done that and I will never do that. So I think it's a bit of a stretch to say that I was bullying you. You have way more followers than I do. You are way cooler than I am. I will admit that. Like, I would love to have the online presence that you do. So if anything, you're kind of punching down.
You definitely have a kind of online presence. And listen, down, you shouldn't punch down, you know what I mean? But but being held accountable for your fake information being presented as fact is not punching down. It's putting your factually incorrect review right. It's setting it right. Do you not, as an honest reviewer, do you not accept that? Do you not see that?
My video got what, like 7,400, I think, maybe 12,000, 13,000 on Instagram. It didn't do great. I also said nice things in that video. I actually do think if you stay away from the nuts, if you're like me that don't like that fake pistachio flavor, I still have one of your other pastries here. Well, this one was a pistachio, so it hasn't been eaten yet, but
you know it's real pistachio now, so what are you talking about?
the pumpkin one that I loved and raved about, I'm not exaggerating. I ate it about 2 hours ago, and I will say it's been frozen for days since Saturday. Pulled it out after about 30 minutes. It was still phenomenal, and I'll stand by that. We also didn't get free drinks. We did get a free shot of espresso, which was so nice. Like, the French man that works there, he was the sweetest man ever. I said I liked my coffee strong. He sent out a free shot of espresso. That was so, so nice. Regardless, Jenna, I respect your balls. I do respect your talent. It may not be always my taste, but I do respect your talent. I think you make beautiful pastries. I'd work on that quiche though. And I hope both your sides of your pillow are cold at night, and I do wish you nothing but the best.
But what you don't understand is, well, what I'm getting that you maybe don't understand from this is, again, you made a review that was actually quite vicious. That was factually incorrect. You are not good at doing reviews, right? You may have attention for it because people like negative things, right? They love to watch things. But the way you review is factually incorrect and just poorly done in terms of a review. Maybe not in terms of content. People might like your content, but as a review, it's not helpful really in any way. Again, you're still saying things in this video like the fake pistachio taste when you know that it's real pistachio. Can you put two and two together? The screenshots don't prove anything. It just shows exactly what the owner put in the videos anyway. So I don't know what the situation is there. Like, yeah, it wasn't straight up blackmail. But what it's saying is that if they pay you or give you freebies, you will be kinder to them. You will make your harsher words quicker and smaller. So, okay, again, I'm reviewing this. I say to the brand, if you give this to me for free, if I don't like it, the things I have to say negative about it, I won't focus on as much. That is a manipulated review. Fact. Because payment has affected the way that review is coming out. Fact. I think she's trying to be like cool-headed and stuff in this video while still trying to be funny, and which I don't actually find her funny. She's actually quite abrasive. Not very likable, in my personal opinion. She's not very likable to me because I don't like that she can't put two and two together, and I also like that she can't string together a good review that benefits other people. That's how you review a person. The passive-aggressive comments about the quiche, when you still don't quite understand that the quiche is pretty much egg. Have you not reflected on this yet? Listen, we do have another apology though. This was the last thing that Glamorama posted after this situation, and she has deleted everything from her account as well as renamed it. Hello everyone, and I think they added the patisserie as well. First and foremost, I want to address the fake ass ingredients comment. When I tasted a pistachio pastry, I noticed a strong pistachio flavour that reminded me of extracts or flavouring, so I assumed that's what was used to enhance the taste. Maybe it was added, maybe it wasn't. But I want to be clear, they do use real ingredients as well, and I should have been more thoughtful with my wording. Okay, let's stop here. I assumed. Again, if you're doing a review, you don't assume, and if you are, you say, I'm assuming, right? Yeah. I also want to clarify something really important. My review was not revenge for being turned down for a collaboration. I had already planned to visit and review the bakery regardless, paid or not, but I understand with how things unfolded, it might have looked like I did it out of spite. That's not who I am, and that never was my intention. I kind of believe that, you know. I actually kind of believe that. I think she's just unaware of herself. And yeah. For those who've followed me for a while, you know I always give honest reviews, good or bad. But I also understand now that honesty without compassion can come across the wrong way. You don't even have to be compassionate. Honesty without thought through reasoning comes across as stupid, is my issue with this, right? I don't care if you're honest and brutal. I don't care if you're honest and rude. If you have something to back it up, facts to back it up, or you have said, in my opinion, I am assuming, but you stated things as facts is the issue. When the collaboration didn't work out, I completely respect that and went in as a regular paying customer. My goal was still give an honest review, but I see how that message, followed by a negative video, made it seem like I only wanted free food or felt entitled, and that's not true. That was never my mindset, and I truly regret that it came across that way. Again, I believe her. I feel like she would have done a review like this either way. My issue with this isn't that it was like a revenge review. And she is still entitled to her opinions. It's just the way the review was worded, right? To the bakery, I'm sincerely sorry for any harm my words may have caused. I respect the time, effort, and heart that goes into running a small business, and I genuinely wish you nothing but success moving forward. They actually had a lot of success due to your negative review. At the end of the day, we're all human. I hate that excuse. I hate that excuse because humans come in different forms and different mindsets, and they come in different levels of maturity and experience. Sometimes we mess up publicly, and all we can do is take accountability. Yes, learn and grow from it. Yes. Thank you to everyone who's reached out with kindness, and even to those who've held me accountable. I hear you, and I'm using this as an opportunity to grow and do better. Here's what I think about this whole situation. I don't think she did this as blackmail or out of spite or anything like that. I genuinely don't. Some people, of course, will, and I understand why they would think that. But from her personality, I do think she just hasn't quite got down how to do fair reviews. So I just don't think it is well written through. I can be honest about my opinion on something, but giving context for a review matters. Giving context matters. Differentiating from personal opinion and fact is key when you're reviewing something, right? You're not an expert in the field. You eat stuff. We all have personal opinions on the way things taste. If you aren't an expert in the field, don't behave like one. Don't act like one. Don't make assumptions as one. All right, let me know your opinions below. Do you think it was done out of spite or not? I'll be interested to see your opinions. Thank you for joining me. Please do subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.